Okay, so this is another problem on the page, the sheet I gave you. This has the leading coefficient of larger than 1, so it's a little bit more complicated. Again, you're going to need to move all of them to the left side, which I did here. And then I'm going to use these X method. Actually, this X method is from a video that I posted from an MIT student or something like that. So I have been learning how to do this, and now I'm going to show you. If this is something you want to use, by all means, you can. I'll talk about the positives that I see from it, but also the negatives. So it starts off, you put the X, and then in the top you multiply the first and the last. So in this case, that would be negative 120. Okay, and then in the bottom, you put the middle term, which is negative 7. So you have to think of two factors that multiply to get negative 120 that add together to get negative 7. And that is not something I could do in my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down 120. Okay, you're like, what am I supposed to do? Well, you're going to break down 120. You're looking for two numbers that multiply to get 120, and they have to add together to get negative 7. Notice I'm not putting the negative because I just know that. I know that I have to get negative. So one of these has to be negative, right? Either 40 to the 3. But I'm going to keep on going. All right. So now we have 20 and 2 and 3. So 20 and 6. Negative 20 and 6 would give us negative 120. Problem is that negative 20 plus 6 is negative 14, which is not what I want. So I'm going to break this down even further. So we have 4, 2, and 3. Okay, let's check. 5 and 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 12 is 120, but that doesn't give us what we need. What about this one? So 15 times 8. 15 times 8 is 120. If we add these together, we put a negative here. Yes, that would give us negative 120 and then negative 7. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use negative 15 and then an 8. Okay. The next step is you're supposed to divide these. You're supposed to divide these by the first factor, which is 10. Okay, so I'm going to divide 8 divided by 10. All right, 8 divided by 10 is 4/5. Okay, 8 divided by 10 is 4/5. Hopefully everyone understands what I just did. 8 divided by 10 is 8/10, and then I reduce 8/10 to 4/5. Negative 15 divided by 10 is going to be negative 3 halves. Okay, so negative 15 divided by 10, divide both of them by 5, that gives you down to negative 3 halves. Okay, then you're supposed to take these fractions, these in the middle, and they're going to be our this is going to be the 2 is going to be our leading coefficient, so that's 2x. It's not minus 2, it's just 2. Okay, minus 3, and then 5x plus 4. Whatever you do, you should check. Okay, 2x, 10x squared plus 8x minus 15 minus 12. That indeed gives us our correct answer. I think it's fine if you want to use this. You do have to memorize some steps there, but it does come up with the right answer.